Hey y'all, it's Kat. Welcome back to my channel. I've got a what's for dinner for you today that was requested by you. I appreciate y'all so much. You asked me to do this and I listened. Welcome to my Southern Farming Kitchen.
Said he only wanna see his friends. Another week went by and we barely even spoke. Think I'm beginning to read a sequence. Why did you turn your back on me? Maybe there's something I don't see. Could you just shed a little light, shed a little light, shed a little light on me? Shed a little light, shed a little light, shed a little light on me. Why'd you go and leave me here all alone in the shadows? Could you just shed a little light, shed a little light, shed a little light on me? I don't like to be a bother, but I'm getting kinda sick of trying to figure this out on my own. It's almost like you're keeping secrets from me. When did your feelings start to drift? Maybe there's something that I've missed. Could you just shed a little light, shed a little light, shed a little light on me? Shed a little light, shed a little light, shed a little light on me. Why'd you go and leave me here all alone in the shadows? Could you just shed a little light, shed a little light, shed a little light on me? Shed a little light on me.
Okay y'all, so I'm sticking with, back to my roots. And tonight, you know what I'm having? Fresh green beans. There was many a night that we would have fresh green beans and cornbread. And that's what I'm having tonight. So these are just regular green beans. They're just like the ones you'd get in the can, only we're going to make them ourselves. And I guess you could say I kind of cook these slam to death. I don't like them crunchy. So all I'm going to do is go through here. Yeah, I got tongue tied. I'm going to go through here and take the ends off. These are not string beans. They are green beans. So when you pull that off, you don't have that string. And I'm just going to throw them in the bowl just like that. And that's it. It'll take me a couple minutes. You can do it like this. You can take that end off. And you can chop them. But it's just as fast to go ahead and pop it off. So I'm going to show you how I make my country green beans and cornbread. But first, I got to get these suckers snapped.
I'm driving, you're smiling, just really doing nothing. That's the thing I like about you. On the highway, it's our way, Route 66, and we keep on driving. We just do what we wanna do. Yeah, no, nothing's complicated with you. Hey, we're playing songs on the radio. Sing along to the words that we don't know. House brings out the wildness. Let's just run away. Yeah, I could drive the whole along. Being with you is like being on the rodeo. House brings out the wildness. I got a little crush on you. just wanna make you repeat it and repeat it again. Yeah, you make the sky so blue. No, nothing's complicated with you. Hey, play a song.
All right, they're all snapped, and they are really pretty. This is a good batch. Oop. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is just cover them with water. Y'all, sometimes you just miss a snap. I'm keeping it real. I'm gonna cover them with water, and the only thing I'm doing this is because I'm cleaning them, just like that. And then I'll just dump them in a colander and get all the excess off, just like that. All right, I'm gonna let them sit just for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna get them in the pot. And guess what's in the pot? Oh yeah, it's fatback. All right, so I buy my fatback in slabs. I do buy pieces from time to time. Truly, it just depends on which one's cheaper at the time. But I buy it by the little slabs, and I've cut off roughly 10 little pieces here. And I actually started it out with just a little bit of baking fat that I keep in the refrigerator, bacon fat. I always have a container in there. So I'm going to render this down. And some of you probably think, you know, hey, Kat, aren't them green beans greasy? Yep, they sure are. This is what I was raised on, y'all, and that's kind of what I wanted to show you, is some of the foods that I grew up on. And kind of got out of the habit. I was teaching myself new techniques and things like that, but kind of got out of the habit of cooking like Granny. But I'm back in that habit. So most of the foods that you see from here on out are going to be that old-fashioned country cooking. So I'm going to render these down, and then I'm actually going to take them out for now. I may even actually eat one. It's true. Piece of that with a little bit of mustard on a piece of loaf bread. That's good eats. Alright, so let me render this down, get it taken out, and I'm going to put the beans in, and I'm going to cut up some potatoes to go in there. Alright, so I added the beans in with that fat back. Took a couple pieces out. No, I've not added the water yet. That comes next, but I'll get them in there just like that. Oh man, that smells good. Holy moly. Alright, so let me get my water and put that in there with it. You can use chicken stock, but I'm going old school when I'm using water.
Looking for my mother's eyes as I'm staying close to the mirror. A lock of gold, a secret smile, little things I remember. Place a hand upon my heart as her, she was a believer. Sometimes I can feel her arms holding me as forever. Time changes everything, and everything will change in time. Love changes every heart, and any heart can change you. I see.
See there? Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Y'all. Oh my goodness. I don't even have the words for it. They've been cooking for about 15-20 minutes or so. Keep an eye on that water level. So far, so good. I'll add probably a couple of cups of hot water when I add the potatoes in. But so far, they are coming along great. And this house smells just like it did when Granny was with us. Oh, I can't wait. See there? Now that is country cooking. And, you know, I did make the cornbread to go with it, but I can't take credit for that cornbread. Now, y'all, you check out down in the description box, you look for Tamara, Southern Wife, Everyday Life, and you'll find the link to her video that gave me the idea for that cornbread. Tamara, I appreciate you, girl. All right, y'all. That is another country dish in the books. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Well, it's my favorite night. Why? Because hubby man's making biscuits and gravy. I'm dancing back here, but you can't see me. Alright, so I'm going to make the biscuits, and I'm going to make my own buttermilk. Now, I'm adding just a little bit of lemon juice to some regular milk, and then that makes buttermilk. You can also use vinegar, white vinegar. But I'm going to add that in there and give it a little stir. Just kind of let it sit for a minute. It just adds that little twang like buttermilk. It's really good. If you add the vinegar, it seems to me it gets really thick like buttermilk, but not so much with the lemon juice. But it adds that twang. I like it. All right, what I'm using tonight is, I'm using Bisquick. Now, I can make my own buttermilk biscuits from scratch with flour, the whole shebang. But it's just quicker. It's 2 ingredients and it's quicker, and it's great for a weeknight. So, I'm going to go ahead and break up any of the bigger lumps that have settled in the Bisquick. Just like that. And then I'm going to add my mock buttermilk. Just follow the package directions. That's all I'm doing. And we'll get it mixed together. It comes together so easy. I love it. I like Bisquick. I really do. It's underrated. People should use it more. That comes together real easy. Sticky, sticky. Alright, let me get my pan here, my handy dandy pan. And just make them whatever size you want to make them. So I'm going to go ahead and get these rolled up in my hands, get them on the pan. And I did put parchment on my old pan here. I am going to give it a spray with some Pam. I'll get my biscuits laid out, and then we'll be ready. See? Easy peasy. Alright, they're going in the oven, 450 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes. It just really depends on your oven and where you live. So, these are going in, and hubby man's making that sausage and gravy. I love that guy. Okay, so for Bob's sausage and gravy, you're going to need 2 pounds, because we like it with a lot of sausage. And since it rolls over to another meal, we don't mind using 2 pounds. So 2 pounds of your favorite ground sausage, some half and half, some all-purpose flour, regular milk, and red pepper flakes. Now I'm going to let him show you how to make his sausage and gravy. Y'all, you just got to watch this. Alright, y'all, so what he did was he drained the sausage after it browned, and then he put a little bit of the grease back into his pan, and then half a stick of butter. Now that's a secret ingredient that I didn't know anything about until right now. Alright, so he's going to get that all melted up. You've been keeping that a secret, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, now I know why mine never tastes like yours. It's all about the butter.
It's all about butter.
Shoo-wee, is it done yet? Mercy. Guys, I'll have approximate measurements down in the bottom here in the description, but he's just...
I don't measure.
Exactly.
I'm like somebody else that we know that lives over yonder.
Over yonder?
Yeah, over yonder.
Oh, yeah? By the Muffin Man?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Alright, y'all, now he's adding his half and half. Oh, yeah. Then adds the sausage back in. It's easy enough. But why his is always better than mine, I'm not sure. It's got to be, it's the butter. It's got to be the butter. probably my favorite supper of the week. And I'm not even joking. I do add a little bit of Texas Pete to mine. Alright, I'm going to go eat this, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow night. Alrighty, let's see. Tonight is a very special night because I am paying homage to a dear friend of mine who has passed away. She was one of my elders. This is one of her dishes, and y'all, it's so good. What I've got here is a pound of stewed beef and about 1/4 cup of flour, and I'm just going to mix it all together like so. I am making her meat and potatoes stew, which is kind of like stewed meat or stewed beef. It just doesn't have, you know, a lot of the other stuff in it, but she called it meat and potato stew, and that's what I'm calling it. And I'm going to make some onion fritters to go on the side. Yep, onion fritters. So, I got some canola oil on the stove heating up in a, well, my handy dandy Pioneer Woman pot. The one I keep saying I got off the factory line. Really did get those the same year they debuted, so it's time for some new ones. But they're just seasoned with love, y'all. Alright, so I'm going to get all that coated. Just like that. And you can fry it in batches, but since my pan is so big and it's only a pound and it's kind of cut small, I'm just going to fry it all together because I'm just going to add water anyway. So you see there, I got it coated beautifully. Just like that. And now, I'm actually going to add half seasoning of stewed beef. Seasoning, I'm going to add half the pack. Because that's what she did. And give that a good mix. Just like that. Alright, now I'm going to get it in my oil. Get it browning, and then prep the onion and the potatoes. So, Miss Kay, God rest your soul. I love you. This one's for you. So, when it starts to sizzle, just start giving it a stir. You're not going to brown it long. You're really not. You're basically cooking that flour and that seasoning off of the meat. You're just going to give it a little stir. Now I'm going to let it cook. It's on about medium high. Oh, that looks so good. But let it cook just for a couple of minutes. Just like that. Give it another stir. And then we're going to add some water. You can add beef broth, but she always added water, so that's what I'm doing. Keeping it real. Just like she would have done. Okay, so after it's browned up just a little bit, I'm going to add 6 cups of warm water. Just like that. Almost dropped the bowl right in the pot, y'all. Come on. Alright, now we're going to stir it. Make sure you get the bottom and get all the bits that stuck on the bottom. Like that. Alright. Now, I'm going to let it come back up to temperature. And in the meantime, I'm going to cut half an onion and a few potatoes.
You're calling, I'm falling. Don't know what it is you do to me, yeah. Where you go, I follow. Let's go out and dance the night away. Going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dance the night away. I am ready for that heartbreak. That's usually how it goes. I have done a billion mistakes before. Maybe I am going crazy. Say you feel the same now that we dancing. I'm taking my chances. I'm going like 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at you when you're on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready for that heartbreak. I'm going like 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at you.
Okay, so it's coming back up to temp. It's starting to bubble just a little bit. I'm going to add the other half of the stewed beef mix. Stewed beef seasoning. Just like that. And then I'm going to add the potatoes. Now, Miss K did not peel her potatoes, but I did like a rough peel on them, so there is still a little bit of peel on them. Just because I like them better that way. Alright, so this is going to cook down for, about an hour or so. It's going to cook down on about medium heat. You want to kind of keep it hot. So as soon as it has cooked down, thickened up, and your potatoes are tender, your supper's done. Now I'm going to make them fritters, y'all. That's the best part.
I can't believe someone like me is here with somebody like you. There's something about you and I know why. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's in your smile and in your feet.
Okay, you saw me shred up half of an onion. So I'm going to add a little bit of the Badia Complete, just like that. Just a little bit. Or a lot. It's up to you. Alright. Now, I'm going to add about almost a tablespoon of cornmeal, yellow cornmeal. I get the lid back on it. And then I'm going to add all-purpose flour, just a little bit at a time. Now, I'm only making a couple of these for Bob and I, but you can double this, triple this, quadruple this. It's entirely up to you, but I'm really only just making like 2. Alright, so we're going to add a little more flour. Just like that. There you go. Now, I'm going to get an egg and add the egg in. Mix it all together and then just fry off 2 little onion fritters for me and the hubby man. Alright, so 1 egg. Really cooking. Very seldom do I ever drop the shell, but that's alright. No judgment. No judgment. We're going to fully incorporate that egg.
Went for a walk with the stars last night. Did not believe that I would end up right. Lucky endings were not something for me. I drove around all across.
Alright, so I use my non-stick for this. You can use my cast iron, but I just felt like using my non-stick. I might get 3 fritters out of this, but I don't know. I only really wanted 2, so might be right where I wanted to be. Okay. Yep, I'm going to get 2 fritters out of that for me and Bob, and that's really all I wanted was 2. So there you go. We're going to fry it just for a couple of minutes on one side, and then I'm going to flip it and drain it, and we'll be ready to eat. That already smells good, y'all. Alright, they cooked about 2 minutes on each side, and I gave them a flip. Y'all, I would have flipped them for you, but I am holding the camera and flipping and trying to look through the camera. Y'all, I ain't that talented. You know that about me. So, they are almost completely done. Oh yeah, they're good. I'm going to go get them on the, I'm going to put them on a cookie sheet to drain, and it's done. They turned out absolutely gorgeous. His and hers fritters. That's what I'm calling them. His and hers fritters. Now remember, you can double that recipe. You can triple that recipe. However many fritters you think you're going to need. It's not hard to do. But y'all, wow, they're pretty. I really think Miss Kay would be proud of me. That's her meat potato stew and her onion fritters. Y'all, I have enjoyed this menu. Best meal plan ever. Okay, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this What's for Dinner. I hope you got a lot of ideas. It was a highly requested video, and I appreciate everyone who asked for it. Sometimes it's just good to go back to your roots. All right, y'all. If you liked it today, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, y'all. God bless.